Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're gonna go there. We're gonna talk about the Netflix Narnia adaptation and the rumors that they're going to. Well, I guess it's been confirmed that they're going to make Aslan female.
Oh, it's confirmed. I know they were offered it to someone, but I didn't know that it was.
I think
confirmed.
it was Meryl Streep. They're talking Meryl Streep was going to be Aslan. So
right,
I'm like,
because they want to lose money.
We know this is going to be an absolute disaster. We know who's involved in making this, and there's no way it's going to be respectful to the source material. And now a lot of Narnia fans are calling for Netflix to pull the plug on it. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, apparently it is a train wreck, an absolute train wreck. Greta Gerwig is involved, and she's the showrunner, I think. She is the one that was in charge of the Barbie movie. She had something to do with Snow White, but apparently she didn't get credit. But yeah, she's really good at just,
anything she touches is like feminist shit.
Anything she touches becomes feminist. So we're going to make a feminist Chronicles of Narnia, which doesn't really jive with the
No, it doesn't. But you know what? They're going to do this, and it's going to go just the way you expect. And then they're going to start screaming about misogyny.
Yeah, the witch is going to be the hero. Susan's going to be the good guy. We know how this is going to go. So let's talk about this. Before I'm just like tired. I'm just like I don't even like I can't even anymore. That's the point where I'm at. Just rip the damn Band-Aid off, put it out there, let it fail, move on to the next thing, right? Mm-hmm. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You will get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
So yeah, we haven't talked about this in a while. The original announcement was in December, and they talked about how she was going to turn it into like a modernized rock and roll fever dream or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a rock and roll thing. We were making fun of it then, and now Aslan is a woman.
Yeah. So this is coming from Phantom Pulse. Insider alleges Greta Gerwig and Netflix's The Chronicles of Narnia adaptation is a train wreck. I'm sure it probably is. Mm-hmm. Right?
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. They're talking Meryl Streep for Aslan. Oh my God. Aslan's supposed to be Jesus. You know that, right? Like,
well, they don't care. They already put what's her name from
Lion?
Wicked is going to be Jesus and
Cynthia Erivo. Yeah. So the OneRing.net or .com. I'm sorry. There's a OneRing.net too. The OneRing.com host and Tolkien analyst Michael Grumbine shared an interview on the Trent Report that his insider is tearing his hair out while working on the production. Oh God. No. I mean, this kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings, right? Where they had people that were genuine Tolkien fans, Tolkien enthusiasts working on the Amazon show and being like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah. And it didn't do well. So, shocker.
No, but they're still making more.
I know. They like to waste money. I don't know.
While discussing the latest report that Meryl Streep will play a gender-swapped Aslan in an outrageous perversion of C.S. Lewis's work, Grumbine stated, I know someone who's working on it. I can't say much. The Gerwig production, but he's tearing his hair out and trying his best as a Christian to help things. It's a bad scene inside. I'm sure it is. I mean, Narnia, even more so than Lord of the Rings. And those two guys were friends, by the way, Lewis and Tolkien. But Narnia is an absolutely a Christian parable, an allegory. And to have somebody like Greta Gerwig come in and be like, yeah, I'm just going to turn it into a feminist manifesto.
That's why they're doing it, because they know it is. And they want to make sure that they tear it apart because, it doesn't matter what religion you are, even ones that are far more, anti than Christianity. Christians are the epitome of everything that's bad.
Pretty much. I mean, that's it. Like every other religion, you're supposed to, be compassionate and not be a bigot or hateful. But when it comes to Christianity, it's just like, yeah, it's whatever, we can say or do whatever to Christians, neener. And that's what it kind of feels like. I mean, especially if they're going to gender swap Aslan, it's going to be like, okay, well, neener, we're going to make the Jesus lion a woman now.
And make it about rock and roll for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a series. They said they haven't revealed much about the film. I'm pretty sure it's a series, but yeah, it is a red flag to have her involved at all. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee her take on it is going to be one of like, yeah, Christianity kind of sucks, doesn't it? It's kind of oppressive, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there I said it too, that she adheres to feminist ideology. Yes. Pushes
Oh,
feminism.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, everybody knows what she does. She says such wit. And I'm a woman, I think she's full of crap.
So yeah, it's just not going to work. On top of hiring Gerwig, Amy Pascal. Okay, so Amy Pascal's from Sony, and she was in charge of the Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah.
So she's producing the film, and she's claimed that Gerwig's movies will be a very new take on Narnia. It's all about rock and roll.
Okay.
Because that's what we need. Oh my God. Aside from Meryl Streep, the cast appears dubious, with Daniel Craig having been offered a role, although it's clear who he might play. Actually, he would have made a better Aslan. Oh my God. Charlie XCX? Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know.
The White Witch. Yeah, they said that recent rumors indicate Netflix plans to adapt the films in chronological order, beginning with The Magician's Nephew, rather than the order they're written and published in, which is what most scholars and analysts recommend.
Well, that makes sense, though.
Yeah, I guess okay, so if you're going to turn it upside down anyway, starting in chronological order might make more sense. I mean, this isn't going to resemble the original, I don't think, in any way, shape, or form. So does it matter? But then
the whole idea they're calling it that. So I get so tired of, and Netflix is notorious for this, is Amazon too, but Netflix as well, is that we're going to take something that's beloved, well-known, established, and we're going to change everything about it, piss all over it, and then call it the same thing. Then at this point, just make something new, inspired by, Yeah.
So now we've got a big Narnia fan site. They're like, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a huge Narnia fan. And I'm gonna get blasted. Like, I understand what it means to people. I understand that it's definitely got its fan that has a very passionate fan base. I was kind of bored by the books when I was a kid. I thought they were boring. I thought they were very boring. I couldn't get the whole way through the series. Like, I read Tolkien cover to cover, but I couldn't really get into Narnia. But there are people that are very passionate about it. So they're saying, hey, reach out to Netflix and be nice, but tell them, nah, we're
Fuck
good.
Off. Sorry,
but be nice.
In a nice way.
But in a nice way. I'm like, I hate to be that guy.
Geeky isn't the one to send it to Netflix, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. And I'm just telling you. So it's Narnia Web. I said ways to share feedback with key members of Netflix's Narnia, and they actually give you all the people you can write to that are going to just promptly throw it in the circular file and not look at it. But you can try. Said one of Narnia Web's stated missions is to amplify the voices of readers who love the Chronicles of Narnia. Over the past few days, we have seen many members of our community express a desire to make their concerns known about the recent Aslan casting report. Below is some publicly available contact information for people in key Narnia-related positions. If you choose to reach out, please represent this community with calm, compassion, and respect for the cast, crew, and staff. This is not optional.
Right, because you don't want to give them ammunition, because then they're going to say, we're getting death threats and hate. And
toxic Christians.
Yes, because you're all bigoted Christians, and you're all misogynists and everything else. You don't give them anything to they'll be, to be honest, they'll probably lie and say it anyway. But don't give them anything to run with.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And it always turns out that like a vocal minority give the rest of the movement or the backlash a bad name, right? I mean, look at what happened with Star Wars. It was like, you might have like 5 people say some really idiotic things, and some of those people, I don't even know if they're actual fans or they just do it just to watch the world burn. But then, for the next 5 years, all you're going to hear about is Kelly Marie Tran was harassed off of Instagram.
Right? Well, it wouldn't surprise me if antis are going to go and send letters and pretend to be people who, want to make positive change to try to cause trouble.
To make Christians look bad. Yeah, they're going to be like, look at those evil Christians.
It's going to do shit, and then they're going to blame it on bigots and misogynists. And then they're going to learn nothing, because everything has worked so well lately when you go this route. And the evidence is showing them to do it when it's actually to the contrary.
Yeah. And that's just it. We don't know what it's going to be like. I am not the biggest Narnia fan, so I do know enough about it to know that Aslan's not a chick.
Yeah, but you're a fan of other things enough to understand where they're coming from.
I completely understand the passion that they have for their thing that they're a fan of. And, in this case, because Narnia is so explicitly Christian and overtly Christian, I think this particular battle in some people's eyes is going to mean a little more than just like, oh, we want to save our favorite science fiction show from being desecrated. It's like, no, you're literally taking a book series that was a Christian allegory and desecrating it. And that's not cool.
No. And it's like, we're talking like this is an audience, been around for decades once again. And because it's an established name, they want to just take it and piss all over it. And then they're handing it to somebody who just found a way to make Barbie suck. But,
So there we go, guys. We'll see. This will be an interesting one to watch. But as soon as they said Greta Gerwig and rock and roll, it was like, we're done here. We're done here. So we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.